What is up, YouTube? Silver Baggins here. In this video, I'm talking about, would you rather have $1,000 in cash or $1,000 in silver? Let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I sincerely appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing because I got a lot of great content coming out that is silver and precious metals related. And if you're a current subscriber, please share this video on social media so we can get lots of people that don't already know about the power of silver and precious metals to learn about it. So let's talk about, would you rather have $1,000 in cash or $1,000 in silver? So I took the silver price today and I took 1,000, divided it by, it was, right around 16 bucks, came out to 62.5 ounces. So I pulled out 62.5 ounces of silver here. And, I just picked out some random stuff to make it fun, but this is 62.5 ounces and this is $1,000 in $20 bills. So I got 50 $20 bills here. Now the question is, which would you rather have? $1,000 in cash or $1,000 in silver? And I'm not talking, money that you need to pay your bills or, oh, I got to pay my mortgage. I'm going to take the cash, obviously. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about extra money that's stored at your house. Would you rather have precious metals like the silver or fiat currency like the dollar bills? And a lot of the general public would say, give me the cash. I'm going to stuff those 20s under my mattress and I'm going to save them like that. And then if I ever need them, boom, I got cash, super liquid. And that's not a horrible idea to have some cash on hand. But $1,000, that's probably a good amount. I wouldn't really do more than that. But after that point, what would you rather store your money in? Precious metals or cash? And I know for me and a lot of other members of the precious metals community, we're going to say the silver, duh. I mean, it holds its value way better. And for people that aren't really involved in precious metals, they might not know that. But let me give you some examples and let's talk about why I would prefer to have my money in the silver. So first off, the cash. These are bills, banknotes. And they say that they're worth $20 and everyone believes them to be worth $20. And we just kind of go about our business, but you don't really ever stop and think, like, what's behind this? What's backing this? Why is this worth $20? I mean, it says it is. It's backed by the United States government, right? It says right there, United States Federal Reserve System. Okay, but what's actually behind this? There's nothing. It's just idea of money. It's fiat currency. And so if people ever stop believing this is money, then this will be worth the paper that it's printed on. And maybe you could take all of these bills and stitch them together and make yourself a little tarp or something. So I'm not saying they're completely worthless, or maybe you could start a fire with them. I'm not sure. But that's all that they're worth, right? Well, what about the silver? What's backing the silver? The silver is backed by its own weight in silver. Silver is a precious metal. It has value. This is 1 ounce of silver here. It's 2018 American Silver Eagle. It is also backed by the United States of America. It says $1 on there, but we know it's all worth much more than $1. So silver has industrial uses. It's in the computers and cell phones, solar panels. However you're watching this video, there's probably silver in it. And so because it is silver, it's rare, it's a precious metal, it has value. And silver has always been looked at as money for thousands of years because it is rare and it is needed. We use it in our industry nowadays. And so let me give you another example of why I think you should be better off having your money in the silver, is that with current inflation, the buying power of the dollar is going down. This $20 bill today cannot buy you as much stuff as it could have 20 years ago. So there's inflation happening. The power is getting weaker on the dollars. We all know it. We all can see it. Think about 20 years ago, you could go to the grocery store and fill up half your cart maybe for 20 bucks. And now that's only going to buy you a couple things, right? Let me give you another example of something that loses value over time pretty fast. Let's say you wanted to store your money in not fiat currency, not bills, not precious metals. Let's say you wanted to store your money in Ford F-150s, okay? So every time you get another 20 grand, you go on down to the dealership and you say, hey, I'm ready to buy my brand new Ford F-150. And you pay them the money and you drive it home and you throw a tarp over it and boom, you're done. Well, we all know as soon as you drive it off the lot, you just lost a ton of money, right? I mean, your investment in that Ford F-150 is already going down. It's probably never going to be a collector item or anything. What is it actually worth? It does have utility value, and you could melt down all the stuff in that Ford F-150 and maybe get, I don't know, $1,000 in melt value on all that stuff. I know the catalytic converter has some precious metals in it and whatnot, but not a lot of money, right? So you paid a crazy premium. And in 10 or 20 years, it's going to be worth a lot less, right? In 20 years, it's probably only going to be worth, I don't know, what are they going for? 5 grand for a 20-year-old truck? Maybe less. I'm not sure. And so we would all agree that's a terrible idea to store your money in Ford F-150s. Why on earth would anyone do that? No one does that. And yeah, you're right. Basically, I mean, I can't think of anyone that does that. But with that same analogy, I look at fiat currency and say, why would anyone store their money in this? This is losing value every year. In 20 years, this is going to be worth a lot less. You cannot buy, it'll still say $20 probably if we're still using this system, but you won't be able to buy as many things with it. It'll be less valuable. Just like 20 years ago, this was able to buy much more than you could buy today with it. So the whole Ford F-150 thing, I look at fiat currency the same way. They're just bills, right? They're only really worth the paper they're printed on, other than the idea that we all believe it's money and we use it for buying and selling things currently, but that all could change. Now with the silver, I've said before, and on my channel I say this time and time again, it's worth much more than just the face value if you're talking about American Silver Eagles, right? This says it's worth $1, but this isn't worth $1. These are worth $15, $20, $50. It depends on the price of silver, but this is worth much more than $1. I'm going to go back down to the coin shop today, and I'm going to exchange some of these bills for American Silver Eagles. They're going to sell them to me for about $18.50, which is a pretty good deal. They got pretty good deals on American Silver Eagles at my local coin shop. They're about $2.50 over spot. So yeah, about $18.50 for each American Silver Eagle. And that's a much better way in my mind to store your money. So if you don't know about precious metals, the value of silver, I mean, you could go back 20 years and look how much was silver worth. And then look at the prices today and see, has it gone up? Has it gone down? Has it stayed the same? It has gone up. It's gone up much higher than it is today, for different reasons. But right now, I feel like it's a pretty good buy, right around $16 an ounce. That's the spot price today as I'm filming this video. So you could see that it's better to store your money in something that actually has value, like precious metals. These aren't an idea of money. They are money. So many people in our society, they see the dollar bills and they think that's money. But I see through that. I know it's just fiat currency. I know it's not backed by anything. It's just an idea, right? And the silver, gold, precious metals, that's backed by itself. It's self-backing. It's worth money because it is money. It has value. And so I would recommend, if you're storing money in a savings account in your bank, don't do that. You're actually losing money with inflation. And the bank is making money off of you. They can lend out a certain percentage for however much money they have stored in there. I don't know. I think it's like 10 times as much. So, an example would be, let's say the bank has $1 million in savings in it. They'd be able to loan out like $10 million, something like that. And then they make a ton of money off the interest and all that. So I don't think it's a great idea to store a lot of money in savings account. I've said it before, or store it in physical bills. Not a great idea. A better idea in my mind would be store it in something like gold, or even better, store it in silver. Silver is just so undervalued right now. And so that was my video. I hope I had some good thoughts. If I missed anything, definitely please leave me a comment below. What would you rather store your money in? Would you rather store it in bills, or would you rather store it in silver? I would love to know. Also, if you haven't seen my video that I recently posted, it's a new video, Silver Stacking 101 for new silver stackers. I'm doing a whole series on it. I'm going to be posting a new video every single week. So that's going to be a 5-part series. Definitely go check that out. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Silver Baggins out.